What's up all the people on the internet? My name is Malo and this is DailyPlus. Hello everyone, once again, and welcome back to DailyPlus, your favorite show about everything Eurovision. So today we have some Eurovision news, some Junior Eurovision news, a throwback to an old Junior Eurovision contest, and of course the song of the week. So let's get started. And we're starting in the Eurovision world because we now know one more act for next year's Eurovision Song Contest in Stockholm in Sweden. This time is Cyprus, and they're going to be represented by the group -1. This year Cyprus had a national selection called Eurovision Song Project, and -1 was actually one of the acts taking part in the final. For next year's contest, Cyprus has decided to go internally once again. And because of the interest that the public has had in -1 since their participation in Eurovision Song Project, they have decided that they will be the act they will send to Stockholm next year. The song that they're going to be singing at Eurovision is of course yet to be revealed, but it's going to be written and composed by the band themselves together with Thomas JESC, who is known for many Eurovision hits, along with his latest win, which was in 2012 with Euphoria. Cyprus went to the final of the Eurovision this year with the song One Thing I Should Have Done, but didn't manage to get in top 10. Maybe -1 will have the chance to do so? We will find out in May next year. Estonian broadcaster ERR has officially announced the 20 acts that will be competing in next year's Eesti Laul. This year they had a record number of songs being submitted. Over 200 songs were submitted for the national final, and now we know the 20 songs competing in the show. On the screen right now you can see the name of the artists, composers, writers, and of course the title of the song. And we will of course hear much more to these songs when the show starts in February. This year Estonia managed to get in top 10 with the song Goodbye to Yesterday, and there is now an even bigger interest in the Eurovision in Estonia. That also means that this year their national final will be held in the same venue that the Eurovision Song Contest was held back in 2002. Now for some Junior Eurovision news, because we finally know the last act for this year's Junior Eurovision Song Contest. Because last night the winner of the Irish final was found, and the winner is Amy Banks. Amy is the 17th finalist for this year's Junior Eurovision Song Contest, and that means we've now heard every single song that's going to be competing in Sofia in just a couple weeks. Over the last couple weeks, 32 different acts have been competing in the Irish national final in hopes to represent Ireland in their first ever Junior Eurovision. This is the first year that Ireland is taking part in the Junior Eurovision. They wanted to debut last year with their national broadcaster RTE, but wasn't able to do so. This year they're joining the Junior Eurovision lineup, but with their Irish-speaking broadcaster, which means that for the first time in many years, we will hear Irish on the Eurovision stage. The Serbian broadcaster RTS has released an English version of their entry for this year's Junior Eurovision, Lenina Pesma.
And at the end of the day, I wanna feel that the world is healing.
This is the English version of the song, but of course it's not the version that Lena will be singing on the stage in Sofia. However, it's currently not known if there will be small English bits in the song. It hasn't been shown in the official preview, but it's still possible that they've tweaked the song to have a little bit of English in the final Junior Eurovision live version. Serbia was one of the countries that returned to the Junior Eurovision last year after a couple years absence. And even though they didn't manage to get in the top 10, they are back and even better this year. So good luck to Serbia along with all the other participants. And finally, with less than 2 weeks until the grand show, the crew has finally moved into Arena Amik to build the stage and to get set for the Junior Eurovision Song Contest 2015. We are getting super duper close to the show, and we are very excited to hear all the songs and to see the wonderful show. If you want to hear all the songs, you will be able to get the CD with all the songs digitally this Friday. And of course, if you want to tell us who your favorite is, we have a poll going on at u.esc-plus.com where you can vote for all this year's songs in a Eurovision style poll. It is so exciting that the Junior Eurovision is less than 2 weeks away. And remember that it's this Sunday that the opening ceremony takes place, so remember to watch that on juniorvision.tv. Now it's time for a throwback to one of the old contests, and we're taking a look today at the Junior Eurovision 2011. This was a special contest for many reasons. First of all, it was the first time that the contest was held in the previous winning country. Armenia won the Junior Eurovision in 2010, and because of this they bid to host the Junior Eurovision the year after. EBU saw this as a perfect opportunity to try out having the previous year's winner host the show, and because of the success of the 2011 contest, the winning country now gets the first bid when it comes to hosting the Junior Eurovision the year after. This was also the first year that a returning participant was on stage. Katya, who represented Russia in 2009, was granted special permission for the EBU to sing for Russia once more at this contest. It was also the second time that a country that had previously won again. Georgia won the contest with Candy and their song Candy Music. This was the second win for Georgia, as they won for the first time back in 2008. made. 13 countries were represented on the Junior Eurovision stage that year, with Bulgaria returning to the contest and Malta and Serbia withdrawing. The show was held in the capital of Armenia, Yerevan, and the theme for the contest was Reach for the Top. San Marino was supposed to make their debut, but wasn't able to find a suitable entry in time, so they had to wait all the way until 2013 before they had their debut. One of the long-running fans of the Junior Eurovision, Australia, also had a little segment in this year's show, as Australia decided to give all the countries 12 points because they loved all the songs. What was your favorite song in the 2011 contest? You can tell us down in the comments below. Okay, now it's time to listen to the song of the week. And I thought, since we've been talking about Armenia and the 2010 winner a little bit, why not listen to it? Let's go to 2010 and Armenia. Vladimir and his song Mama was the winning song of the Junior Eurovision 2010. With this song being played, we have officially shown a song of the week from every single Junior Eurovision contest. Which one have been your favorite so far? If you won, you can tell us in the comments. There we go, that was all for DailyPlus this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, remember to leave a like and a favorite, and click subscribe button for more shows, exclusive clips, and exclusive interviews. And if you want even more Eurovision news than what I've just told you, remember to check our website esc-plus.com. We post all the latest Eurovision and Junior Eurovision news, and we try to get it out as soon as it comes. Also, if you want some more from me, I have a show called #Pigtails. You can check that out by clicking this link too. But that's all for this time. See you next week.